Sir here at Akana, one of the four co-founders. Always happy to be before you. I'm going to go on and get out of the way, bring up our CEO, our visionary, someone I've known now almost 18 years, and she made an impact on my life. The very first day I met her, right, she had fired her boss the day before. I never knew anybody that fired their boss. But guess what? That six-figure world corner office company car was not serving her and her family well anymore. And she made the decision to go in social selling full time, where she became MVP of 3 companies, built teams in over 46 countries. But in 2017, she did a pivot. She made a pivot because she was asked to come be the CEO of another cannabis company, somebody who had mentored her. She went into that company and she took it from $8,000 a month to $225,000 a month. Guys, that is pretty awesome. And I knew she was awesome all the time. And then in 2019, we decided to do it ourselves. And here we are almost 4 and a little, not even 4.5 years, but 4 years later at Akana. And I tell you guys, we are just beginning to get started. You have seen nothing yet. And so without further ado, I want to bring to you our CEO, our visionary, Melissa Boston. Are you out there?
Wow, Phyllis, I am out here. Oh my goodness, every time I get on this call, it just energizes me. And just hearing your voice and those gracious words. I mean, first of all, you're so modest. I have to throw it back to you. Because when I remember so vividly the day we met, it was in Chicago. I came in for an event. I was on stage and you stood up and made a comment. And I knew this is somebody I need to get to know, okay? She, from that day, I knew was a mover and shaker, making things happen. We connected. Come to find out, she was on my team. Witnessed her go out and break records, guys. She went out and helped somebody on her team earn $100,000 in 90 days. She did it herself in about 4 months. And the rest is history. Since then, I'm telling you what, we've been building our businesses together around the world and just super excited to be here. You know, Phyllis, yes, you are our first diamond, our first double diamond, our midwife, helping everyone to give birth to unlimited possibilities. And I want to just say that everyone calling in from coast to coast, it's always exciting to hear, you know, everyone, you know, from Kentucky to Indiana to Massachusetts to Louisiana to California to Texas. I mean, we just hear so many people dialing in, and it's just super exciting. And of course, we are here in Chicago. So all of our Illinois folks, we welcome you too. So thank you so much for waking up to Akana. And again, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone had a super fantastic weekend. The meaning of Akana means in the hands of God. Our mission, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to reach and elevate to their full potential. Our vision is to elevate the well-being of your body and soul. And so I have a power-packed lineup this morning, so I want to jump right into it. I hope, again, everyone had an exciting weekend. I know so many of you did, because I've been hearing just feedback galore from all across the country with excitement. I know in Virginia, that market will never be the same. I mean, our CSO, Phyllis Nash, our COO, Christian Phillips, joined also by Sylvia Covington, our phenomenal Director of Customer Support and Emerald Director, as well as some of the other coaches like Beatrice Foster, you know, actually went up to Virginia, and they had some super dynamic events. And I believe our chief operating officer is on the line, and he's going to just share a little bit of the excitement, okay? But because we have so much to cover, I want to just actually dissect that first, kind of see what happened. We're going to talk about Elevation Experience Weekend. So we have other folks on the line too. They're going to share as well. But before I go any further, you know, this is someone who's so near and dear to our hearts, because we actually had the pleasure of meeting him at the young age of 13. And we knew right away, a child prodigy. He was helping us build our websites. In fact, our first Ladies of Team Vision website, he built that, was doing so much for our team behind the scene, really helping us to break those records. And then he went on went to school, got his MBA, actually working for Fortune 500 companies, just leading the charge. And when we had the chance to reconnect with him in Atlanta back in 2021, did his bioscan. And we were really there to also kind of talk with him about some other projects, talk to him about doing our website for the Flat Belly Lifestyle, which he agreed. But after just a couple of months, he was so dynamic with what he was doing. I was like, Christian, you have got to be our chief operating officer. And he agreed to that. And we are so blessed today because he has helped us by leaps and bounds put so much infrastructure and structure into the way we run our business. And so without any further ado, Christian Phillips, if you can hit star and just kind of share some of the excitement that you and Phyllis actually witnessed there. And I know there's new leaders being born, Brenda Jones and Michael Newsom. I mean, it is so much happening. We want to hear it now. And if he's not on, Phyllis, I'm going to have you do it because I know you're there too. And he's probably either not muted out or he's probably muted.
Christian, hit star twice. I know you're there.
Oh, you see him, so Christian, hit your star.
I don't see him, but I just knew.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
But let me just say, Christian, Sylvia, and myself flew in, and Beatrice Foster drove in from Maryland. It was a team effort all the way, guys. This group of people have been preparing for this. They did a Friday night event, and it was eclipsed by a last-minute church event that their pastor demanded, but still people came through to support Trish and Mike Newsom and Pastor Paula Jennings, and went on to work with Brenda Jones and Caretha Claiborne the next day at their church. And they had already kind of did a mini bioscan party at an event that Mike and Trish had for their church. So they've been working together. A lot of people came out. I mean, they got their bioscans, they got tested, they heard the presentation, they joined, they wanted to support, they brought family members, Melissa, and in doing so, Brenda is ranked for a Pearl, and Mike and Trish are right at it. They brought in some more people last night. We did 3 ways, but here is a group of people in a new market that are excited about what we're doing. Teammates came on, but I mean, not Akana. Beatrice is not one of these teammates, but she is the family of Akana. She made that drive over from Maryland, 2 hours, and so with Charlotte. And they both assisted in this event. And that's what we are, guys. We're just a family making things happen, growing Akana all over. I see great things for this market. We were on the phone last night all talking about the next event that they will be having. They're setting up their parties, their home parties. So there's a group of people that are following the system. And next time that we go in, they'll be doing the presentations. I'll be there probably just to be there for support, but they want to do it. They want to take it to the next level. And I'm so excited. I know this is, people are waiting across the country to duplicate everything that you're putting in place for us to do, Melissa. So back to you.
Wow, Phyllis, thank you so much. I tell you what, and the numbers were just flying off the board. So I just saw so many 7 days, so many 21 days. Which is what it's about, guys. It's about getting out in front of people, but also inspiring them to change their life. Product, when it's sold, which you also know, not only are the distributors making money, but people now have something in front of them that can help them elevate their health and help them live a better quality. So that was just so exciting to me as I was witnessing everything all weekend long. And speaking of things that are happening in Virginia, we're going to go ahead and keep it on that level right now because we actually have someone on the line who's from Atlanta also. Christian's lives in Atlanta, but also our next speaker is from Atlanta. So make sure you hit star. This is a gentleman you're going to have the pleasure of also meeting at boot camp. You haven't probably heard from him yet, unless you are a part of our leadership team. You might have heard from him. But this gentleman actually is a former ESPN commentator. This gentleman actually not only has helped revolutionize the sports industry, okay? I mean, seriously, if you look him up, just got a stellar, credentials, but also too, he's since pivoted into really helping businesses go to the next level. He's one of the most structured and disciplined people you'll meet, right? He's got the regimen that he's going to teach and impact everyone with by showing you how to really get up every day and build your business in a professional way. And I'm just so elated that he's actually taking time out of his schedule to join us in at our boot camp, guys. So yes, you're going to meet him on August the 25th. So for those of you who booked your ticket, you're in for such a treat because he's actually came on board here and really helping us as our strategy officer, right? Really taking things to that next level. And you're going to hear more and more. We're going to actually give him his formal welcome and do all those bells and whistles. But for the morning today, I want him to come on and talk a little bit about, his excitement about joining us there at the boot camp. So Jim Ginocchio, if you can go ahead and just share a few words with the crowd this morning and hit star so that you are unmuted and they can hear you.
Wow, Melissa, what an intro. Good gracious. I feel like I'm on the stage in front of 500,000 people. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
I can. You are so welcome and so deserving.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's an honor to be on this call. I am so excited about meeting every person on this phone at the boot camp and a lot of others. I am on the 21-day cycle right now, and boy, am I having fun. The only problem I have now is that I got to go pick up my trousers every time I start to get dressed because they don't fit anymore. So we've got some issues there, but hey, it's a good issue to have. I love this company. I love what I'm hearing from some of the leaders. I've talked to some of you one-on-one on phone calls, and I'm so looking forward to boot camp. It's going to be a great event. Melissa will be speaking there. Scott Reese will be there. Myself will be there, and many others. And we're going to be just focusing on those hot points that we need to be focused on to take our business level to a whole nother level in business. This is what's going to be fun. We're going to find out who the true leaders are and leading by example. And there's so many great topics that we're going to be hitting. But the most important topics are going to be what we hear from you, the leaders. And that's why we're talking to some of you guys up front to find out what the things are that you're focused on, strengths, weaknesses, finding out everything about you leaders and seeing what we can do to readjust that course so that we have that winning mindset and that winning team throughout each level of our process. So I'm so looking forward to that boot camp. It's going to be a game changer. I've been a part of boot camps now since 1986. I'm only 29, by the way, but it's boot camps are without a doubt a refocus that puts you on the right path so that you can not only affect that person in the mirror in such a positive way, but everybody that you're tied to, from family to friends to business people. It'll be a game changer and it'll be a lot of fun. And so I'm so much looking forward to it, Melissa. It's going to be a great event. Looking forward to seeing everybody in August.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're so looking forward to seeing you. And one of his specialties, too, is when you think about video production, because he's done it all. So he's also going to be there, guys, to help us create these amazing videos. So for those of you who are going to be there, you'll be a part of all of that and more. So super exciting, guys. And can you believe there's more to talk about this morning because there's so much happening. I have to thank a few more people, and I'm going to bring a few more people up. But I want to thank Shannon King. I want to thank Phyllis Nash, Willie Mooney, Gigi Harris, Kathy Weathersby, and so many others who help pour into our experience that we're going to have called the Elevation Experiences, guys. We always love to mastermind, and we love to talk with people and really have them share ideas so that we can come together and collaborate and really create a winning plan. See, we didn't want to just launch the parties. We wanted to first have a chance to do the parties, show the parties are highly duplicatable so that we can build a system that can help you grow a diamond business, a 5-star diamond business. And I'm super excited to give you a report now. Okay, we have a report on what happened this weekend. We're going to even go back as far as Wednesday, because on Wednesday we had our wine down luncheon. And that was exciting because we offer our wine and water for free. Okay, last week we did have the luncheon free as well. This week we're going to do it again, but you're going to have the option of purchasing some actual lunch. We'll have, a few little dips and, maybe some broccoli and celery dips that will be complimentary. But as far as the actual lunch, if you want a gourmet lunch, you have the option of going in and buying that. So you can join us for a lunch and learn. Let your prospects come in and meet some of the founding members of the company, okay? So this is going to be super exciting, and we're doing it in a party-style fashion. But let's also talk about Friday, okay? So, yeah, Shannon was the host for the Wine Down Wednesday, but on the Smokers Lounge, we had Gerald West, okay? Gerald West, accompanied by his beautiful wife, Desi, hosted the Smokers Lounge, and it was epic. It was epic, guys. It's definitely the blueprint that we want to teach all of you, because if we hosted these around the country, it truly would be a game over for your business, because your business would absolutely explode to the next level. I mean, there were probably about 17 guests there. Okay, 17 guests. I want you to think about that for a second. We sometimes host Super Saturdays, right? And we might have 100 people there. And oftentimes, if we get 20 people there as a guest, that's awesome. But at this one event, there were 16, 17 people there in those seats, okay? We also had that same effect on Wednesday. So at the Wednesday, we had 16 guests. So when you think about those numbers, that's not distributors. We're talking about guests that are there for the very first time. And the way he took us, on those flights, I mean, again, I'm not going to talk much because there's other leaders on, so I'm going to let them share their experience. But all I can tell you, it is not even game over. We're going to say game on, okay? Because it's about to be on and popping, okay? On Saturday, we had the in-home spa. Just a handful of guests there. A lot of distributors came to observe, but a handful of guests. But here's what happened, guys. Over $1,000 in sales with like 4 guests. I mean, crazy, right? And so you're just looking at these experiences, and what you're realizing is this is what's been missing in our business. Just a way to get in front of people and stop trying to sell the product, right? Let them sample it. We have a demonstrable business. We have products that make people, once they experience them, want to buy them. They start asking, hey, how much does that cost? That's exciting. Then on Sunday, it didn't stop, guys. We had our Passion and Spice. So our in-home spa, again, hosted by Shannon King, but then our Passion and Spice Sunday was hosted by Willie and Ann Mooney. And I'm telling you what, folks, that was an epic experience. The game changer is here. And we said at conference, we witnessed, a great month, when we launched the new brand. That was our highest month of the year. So exciting things happened. We talked about the tools and the apps, the new travel, and all the things we were doing to work to help your business. But 2 of the items, right, took months to really finish. And 2 of those items, one was the boot camp. We knew that we had never had a boot camp, and that would be critical to helping us go to the next level. And the other thing we needed was that system. We needed something we could do so that we can get out there and duplicate our business across the country. And we knew that the parties were the key. We just really had to figure out, what is it that's going to be our party model? And I can tell you right now that the time is here. The system is here. If you are ready to go to the next level, this is your moment. And I'm going to let the people that were there in attendance actually just share from their experience. And I heard her jump on the line, so I'm going to go bring her up first, and then I'm going to go reach out for Willie, and we're going to reach out for Kathy Thomas as well. But Nadine Delanato, it was so fabulous having you there this weekend. You came out on Friday, brought your husband out, and then again on Sunday. And I know you guys had an epic time, but we had an epic time just being in fellowship with you, having a chance to just, have a moment together, right? Able to share and just really experience something so amazing. And so without any further ado, if you can hit star for us, and maybe just share your perspective, how everything went. Yeah,
I'm here. I'm excited. I just told Melissa, you all please call me and check on me and Blue, because we had such a phenomenal time yesterday with the spicing up love machines. It was just wonderful, wonderful. And I know that my husband is excited. He was always involved, but now with the Black Pages of business and everything, he's just really on board. I just I just know everybody needs to have this experience. So I want to have parties, and I want you all to help me do this because Friday with Gerald, I thought I was a big girl. I'm a woman now. I have learned the product that I thought I didn't like. And he showed us how to use it. He took us on the flight. He was our, not stewardess, what they call flight attendant, and it was really good. And then Willie Mooney, he kidnapped my husband. I had to leave him because they are really connected, and it was good to see the men. You know, they took over with this couples event. That's the way to do it. Bring the families in, and you will really grow because they support you. But when they really buy into it, like you say, it's game on. So I want to thank you. And Melissa, you're so encouraging. And Tyreek, I got to shout out to Tyreek because he takes care of me with my orders. Thank you.
You are so welcome, Nadine. And thank you for that report. I mean, that just was so heartfelt. And we love both of you being there. Your energy is just so awesome. And so this is awesome, guys. And it's exciting just to feel that we are on to something so big. No company has ever brought a business into a home that wasn't trying to just sell products, but was a check-in. We're checking in on couples. We're checking in on families. We're checking in on our friends. And this is going to take your business to a next level because you're right here with us as we take this concept to 100 million, to 400 million, to $1 billion. And speaking of $1 billion, we have one of our distributors on the line who was coming into the office as I was back there processing all the orders. She was like literally kind of doing her little dance. I called her Queen of the Jungle because she had her little tiger outfit on. It was so pretty and beautiful. And so she's actually leading the charge as a Sapphire director. She's really building a fierce business. We always see her achieving CV and helping others do the same. And so Kathy Thomas, if you're out there, we would love to hear from your perspective as someone that was really there to observe the parties from a business building perspective. Star twice.
Good morning. Am I in?
You are
Can
in.
you hear
We
me?
hear you. Yes.
Hi. I had an absolutely outstanding time this weekend. I'm telling you, I wasn't there on Friday, but Saturday with Shannon King and the in-home spa, that was like off the chain. I learned so much. I never knew how to put a party together, but putting those zones in place and having the aromatherapy and then, going over with the veggies and, getting the people just a taste of what we have to offer, and they were so receptive of everything. Then the zone 3 was the pain cream, and went on to the zone 4 with the presentation. It was just so structured, and everybody was so receptive to that. And then with going back to the massage thing for your feet that gave you that help with your circulation, and then Terry Anderson came in with this body mat that gave off the not radiation, but the red, whatever it was. That was like being on a sauna, and that was just so cool. It was just awesome. And then moving on to Sunday with the Passion with the Moonies. Oh my God, that was so intense. Because it was for the grown folks. And they just got down and just told it like it was. I had my client was there, and they like that KOJ. She was like, "Give me some more of those KOJ gummies." So it was really structured. I learned a lot. It gave me an idea on how to give a party because I never knew how to do it. But this was so structured, and it was and everybody was so receptive to how everything was going. They listened. They were excited. Everyone, the guests were really excited, and they wanted to know more about the products, and they wanted to get more into the products. And so I think, like you said, this was game changer, not only for them, but for me as well. And I am so excited and cannot wait to start giving these parties. Absolutely.
Yes, Kathy. That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, and that was that infrared that she brought, which was really cool.
Yeah,
And the cool thing
infrared.
about that, yeah, we're
Yeah.
creating the new wellness center next door, which is going to tie into really helping everyone to just experience these great ways to enhance your parties. It's going to be a part of the founders pool. So we got a lot of exciting things coming, guys.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is
Game
just the
on,
beginning.
game changer. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate you, dear. I mean, so much so. And I love when I looked in your eyes, because what I saw is people, we need to see a pathway, guys, to building to diamond and beyond. And what you witnessed, like you said, it was so simple, so duplicatable, because when you think about McDonald's, you know, it's ran by 16-year-olds because it's a franchise. And everywhere you go, they do the burger the same, the french fries the same. And so what we wanted to do is to create something so similar to where you could just make this a cookie cutter experience, duplicate them to a T, and watch the sales pour in, because without even trying, people wanted to buy. And at many of the parties, it was 100% purchases, 100% of the people that purchased at many of those parties, guys. So super exciting. And so without any further ado, I need to bring on our diamond leader now, because he was there with us this whole weekend, okay, and had a chance to really be a part of the driver's seat, especially in the passion and spice. I mean, he just executed that so brilliantly, and he's someone who's always been leading the charge as one of our top money earners company-wide. He's been the number one money earner many, many times, probably still is. But without any further ado, Diamond Willie Mooney, are you on the line, sir?
Now, you know I wouldn't miss this morning.
Awesome.
Let me take my hats off to you, our CEO. I don't know how you do it, but let me tell you, every layout of this weekend was so phenomenal. All the way from the materials we used, the ideas, the concept, and you allowed us to pour into it. And super shout out to Shannon King, because it was her baby to bring to the table this concept of the living room. And I must say, although you probably don't know, but everyone who showed up has such a large um, part in what happened this weekend, because not only was it an experience, actual event, for the whole weekend that everybody can enjoy. But what you probably don't know was that it was a test. It was clearly a test, as well as trying to lay out a blueprint of what is duplicable and what would work. And my biggest takeaway was actually seeing every single day the light bulbs go off. The light bulbs of the distributors who were there, Dr. Betty, Moshi Stuckey, and I can name a lot of you all. You know who you are that brought the tickets. We really want to thank you, because we saw your light bulbs go off by just sitting and observing. And we didn't ask for much participation from you, because we needed your input, and you did offer it of what things could be tweaked and changed. But on the other light bulb side, we saw customers enjoying themselves in an experience without a long presentation. I mean, they loved our product. The way that they were responding, you all got a way to see our product used in a creative way and the way that it should be used. And I tell you, man, we didn't have to do a lot of talking. We presented the price sheet in front of them. And because of their experience with, like you heard, some of them brought their friends, their family, or Smokers Lounge. The passion and the spa day came, and Shannon had the music going downstairs. It was like you were walking into a facility, a boutique. I don't know what I'm gonna call yesterday, because it got hot. It got so hot that I'm like, y'all, I know what y'all gonna do when y'all go home. Praise God, because they were. But let me tell you, it was you saw the light bulbs go off, and then my caveat was to see men who had this probably sat and observed from the sidelines at home, found themselves in another living room that they can take back home and run this party model and be so encouraged. And let me tell you, so we do have a business. We have a family structure. We have, I don't even know what to call it now. I call it sometimes even ministry because healing is going forth and people are feeling excited again and wonderful again. But we have something that our CEO and our company has created that is changing the whole game. So as Melissa just says, man, I can't even call it game over anymore. It's like game on. Back to you, Melissa.
Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. And that is such a feeling. You can feel it in your spirit as you're sharing just the impact that experience this weekend made. So thank you so much for sharing from a perspective of someone who's been there for all of the parties to observe and see the power of that. And yes, that spicy couples massage, I loved it because what the idea was to let the couples massage each other. And that's what they did. And so it was just such a great feeling of families coming together and experiencing our product in a fun, sexy way. So that was awesome. And so with that being said, I have to mention we do have 2 packs that you want to pay attention to, because if you can feel the power these parties and these experiences are going to have on your business, you want to grab product. You want to have it in hand. And what I will tell you is there's 2 packs that will be gone at the end of this month, okay? And they're only available while supplies last. I know with our Elevate promo pack, you know, we actually had a set target we were going to sell. We've exceeded that target. And so we've put on the website another 30 of these packs. And so until supplies are gone, they're going to be there, guys. So grab up your Elevate promo pack. That's going to give you 4 of those Aronia juices. It's going to give you 1 big bag of the new proteins. And that's for $129. That's a heck of a deal when you really look at the value of what that offers and the fact that when we sample the Aronia at the party, they all want it, guys. I mean, everyone wants it. That they're like, how do we get it? Especially when they understand the benefits of it. So we've actually created a video for your parties that explain the benefits. And you play that video, and I'm telling you what, you're going to sell out of every single bottle of Aronia juice you have on you. So if you have not grabbed the Elevate promo pack, you have to have received the email from Dr. Roz. If you're eligible to receive that email but didn't get it, just reach out to communications at Akana, and she'll give you the link so that you can grab those up before they're gone. The other pack that I want to mention is the Elevate Power Pack. Now, this is designed to really help you go out, host these events, and double your money, okay? It's a $1,900 value for $899. Now, we sold, just between the parties we had, thousands of dollars, guys, and that was a total of 4 events. And just imagine you average, every time you do an event, let's just say you average $300. That's $1,200 after 4 events. That's powerful. And you can actually purchase half of this now and then sell your products by having experiences. And we're going to give you all the way up. If you purchase the 50% down, we're going to give you up until August the 15th to pay that other half. But you got to get that in before the end of the month. And I'm telling you what, after they had a chance to witness all the stuff that's in that box, they couldn't believe it. So if you don't even know what's in the box, get with your leader so they can share with you the value. But it's everything that sells at the events. And so you're going to see a sellout box and put $1,900 cash in your pocket. So again, I want to thank all of our phenomenal lineup this morning. This has truly been exciting. You each have blessed me with your messages today. I want to also remind you that right now you can go to reboundwithakana.com. Let's get our exercise on. Let's stimulate our lymphatic system at 2:30 p.m. Central. We can go to saveourstrands.com with our trichologist, Doris Mosley. She's going to help us learn more about our hair care products. And then, of course, at 7:30 p.m., and that's Central, you can Zoom in with Akana with our DJ, Dr. Roz, for the first 30 minutes. And then at 8 o'clock Central, the presentation will start. And tomorrow, the Diamond Factory, you don't want to miss it. I'm sure they're going to share more about what happened in Virginia. And with that being said, I want everyone to have an Akana day, because we're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top